Hello. Hi, Neha. Yes, I can see you and hear you. How are you doing? Good afternoon.
Mhm. I'm doing fresh as a flower, I would say, because after such a
Mhm.
long time, we are finally in front of each other. So it's been great sitting here,
Absolutely.
looking forward to have a great conversation. So I'm full of
Absolutely.
beans. And how are you doing?
I am doing wonderful as well. It was a hectic morning, but I am happy because the weather is nice today. It's bright and sunny,
Mm.
and I'm always energetic when the weather is outside, when the weather is bright and sunny. So, yeah, that's about my morning. And I'm also very excited to meet you because, to be very honest, your chat was somewhere, it was hidden. And when you pinged today, I was like, oh, yeah, I had to meet Neha. So I thought, let us not just delay it anymore and let us quickly connect with each other today. So thank you so much, Neha, first of all, for wanting to meet me and having this conversation with me. Very glad that we could finally make it. You already know my name. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, I am a communication coach and a soft skills trainer by profession. I'm also a certified life coach, and I'm a TEFL certified spoken English trainer. Most of my career has been in the corporates. I have also briefly taught college students, and training and coaching is something which is really close to my heart. I really enjoy interacting with people and helping them improve their overall personality, not just English language as such, but their overall personality and communication. And I am an avid traveler. I love to travel whenever I get an opportunity. I love cooking, so I enjoy cooking every day. And I also spend a lot of time with my friends, my family, and my cats. So I have a cat and three kittens. So whenever I get some time, I'm busy with them. So that's a little bit about me. And if you have any specific questions, I would love to answer them.
Okay, so first of all, it was really wonderful to know about you, and the best part was about knowing about your cat and the kittens. So kitten, I sorry, kitten, and okay. So it's all about this language because so many people they are in that journey of learning this language, and it we all know it's a lifelong process, right? I've been learning this language for a long time, and still I'm learning. Now I am able to flaunt myself confidently, but still I'm in that process of learning and updating myself, upskilling myself. So what is, because you have trained so many people, right, and you are a professional coach, I want to know what are those three common fears or doubts of learners when they start learning this language, and how to what are your suggestions or pieces of advice to overcome those fears?
Wow, that's an amazing question. And I think this is a fresh question after a very long time. So, first of all, thank you for asking that question.
Okay.
Yes, you are absolutely correct, 100% correct when you say that when people start with their language learning journey, they have a lot of fear and self doubt, right? Um, I will try and talk about fear as well as things that are holding you back. So, the first thing that, is the biggest, I would say, enemy in this process. Not just fear, but it's a major enemy is the negative perception of yourself that you create in your mind. The
True
first
that.
thing that students or learners start telling is, I can't do this. you know I am not good at this. So even today I was talking to somebody in the morning and she said that I want to work on my language skills. However, I don't want to be a part of any group or any community because I am very low on confidence and I don't know how to speak to people. I'm not fluent. So what I do not understand, or what I do not see people trying to do, is if you are afraid of something, you should face it rather than, move away from it. If you are afraid of speaking in front of people, that is exactly what you should do, because only then you can face that fear. right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is one thing, which is the self doubt or the negative self image that you create in your mind. That is one of the biggest challenges that learners face from day to day. The next thing is the fear, and you might find it funny, the fear of perfection.
Right.
They want to create the perfect grammatical sentence. For that, they will mug up all grammatical rules.
Hmm.
What that does is, when you are speaking, you are not focusing on the conversation or focusing on your thoughts. Rather, first you are translating your mother tongue to English. Second, you are trying to apply the grammar rule.
Grammar
What
rule.
will go in this place? Past participle? Do I need to use had,
Hmm.
have, been? What do I do here? And then your output is, uh, after that, what happened, so and that's how you ruin that interaction. Instead, even if you are not saying a proper sentence grammatically, if you are able to express yourself to the other person, that will give you that confidence, and you will be able to put across your thought to the other person as well. So, the second biggest fear that people have is this fear of perfection, which is absolutely baseless, because it is not even necessary to be perfect in grammar to be a good communicator.
Hmm.
Somebody who speaks impeccable grammar can also be a terrible communicator, just because of their body
Right.
language, just because of their facial expression and their monotone, right? So the
Yes.
thing to focus on is effective communication and not perfect English. That's number 2. Number 3, their biggest fear is, and this I am sure a lot of people will not agree, but in their heart, if they ask themselves, people are afraid of doing the hard work. I want to learn, I want to become fluent, but I have thousands of excuses. I don't have time, too
Hmm.
much work. There is no time for me to think in English. You don't need time to think in English. You can do that anytime, even in the shower. I keep telling my students, you don't have time, you take bath, right? So what are you doing when you are taking a bath? Why can't you talk to yourself, right? When you're cooking, why can't you talk to yourself? Why can't you just play a video and keep it, listen to it when you are cooking, right? So it's not about how busy you are. Everybody is busy. But if gaining fluency is one of your priority, then you will make time for it. Like how we tell our partners that, if I am important, you will make time for me. Similarly, if language learning is important, you will make
Yes.
time for it, right? So these are, I think, the most common 3 challenges that I see in all the learners, and this is very common. Some people are able to overcome it and some people are not able to overcome it. So yeah, those are my observations that I wanted to share.
I am on board with whatever you said. Being a homemaker, I'm always tied up with so many things. But if I tell about my journey, it was all about self talk. I used to have conversation with myself, and this is what I still do. I never, I never needed any partner to speak with. If because here, whom to, whom to ask to have a conversation. Because here at my place, we don't speak English at all. It's not our language. It's not our language. So I created that environment because so many people come with this excuse, how to create this environment. So I prefer to focus on the solution rather than cribbing about the problem. So that's what I did, and I still do. I create. This is what I am doing now. It's all about creating that environment. Though it's lunchtime, I know I need to be in the kitchen, right, serving food to my family, but I spare time for myself because I am passionate about learning and I'm passionate about having conversation with people so that I can learn. with some new things. And agreed, whatever you mentioned, each and everything. And the third part that you just mentioned, that people don't want to work hard. Completely agree with this, because what I have also observed, when we start a new thing, or when we as a beginner, when we start learning this language, we are full of beans. But just one problem, just we face just one problem. It's like that, just one bump in the road, and we fizzle out, right? So
Correct, correct.
it is all about your strong mindset. So that's
Absolutely.
what we need to have. And the second major question, which I want to ask you, we always discuss about do's of this process. So there should be some don'ts also, which
Mm.
we not to do.
Yeah.
I I found you the best person to ask this question. So tell something don'ts which we need to be in our mind.
Okay, so don'ts. First of all, don't play grammar rules in your head. Biggest
Correct.
problem area there. The more you play grammar rules, the more difficult it is going to be to gain fluency. You might be able to make sentences, of course, but you won't get the fluency that you are looking for. Same thing in this same category. Don't translate from your mother tongue to English. You
Hmm.
need to stop that translation process, for which thinking in English needs to be your best friend. Only then you will be able to get rid of the translation part. Imagine
Hmm.
someone is trying to learn Hindi from you, right?
Hmm.
If that person is a native speaker and he or she is trying to learn Hindi, and if they constantly keep on translating every word and every sentence from English to Hindi, do you think they will become fluent? It's going to
No.
take them ages, but still they will be in that loop of translation. So the language will never come naturally to them. So
Hmm.
stop the translation in your head and stop going through grammar rules over and over in your head.
Hmm.
The second thing, you should not just limit yourself to listening to conversations of other learners. Instead, you should focus on listening to as many different speakers as possible and improve your knowledge. At the end of the day, it is important to realize and understand that speaking is not just about the language, but also about articulating your thoughts. If
Thoughts.
you don't have enough thoughts or knowledge in your mind, suppose I ask you to talk about rocket science or politics or
Hmm.
unemployment, and you know nothing about it, in any ways you will
Yes.
not be able to speak anything, right? And you will feel that um, I am not good with the language. But understand, there
Hmm.
is a difference between knowledge or content and language. These are two different things.
Language. Yes.
Correct? So, just listening to YouTube videos of other learners, which I see a lot of students making that mistake, it is only going to limit your knowledge. Because at the end of
Hmm.
the day, most people are discussing about their daily life, their YouTube journey, or sometimes some
Yes.
topic or the other. But you have to
Right.
listen to experts, listen to
Hmm.
podcasts, explore different genres, finance,
Yes.
health, growth, self development.
Growth. Hmm.
There are so many things, so many
So many.
genres nowadays that are available, right? That will keep you on your toes and that will give you more knowledge. So, next time you want to express yourself, you never know from where you will get an idea and you will speak, right? So don't limit your knowledge intake.
Hmm. Hmm.
And the
Hmm.
biggest don't is again the same thing that I spoke. The biggest don't is don't do any negative self talk.
Right.
Because the moment you keep discouraging yourself, you are just
Hmm.
pushing yourself back on your journey. So stop telling
Hmm.
yourself, I can't. Like I have
Can't.
students whom I give a topic, it can be a simple topic, but without even trying, they would say, I can't. I don't know
Hmm.
what to say. Give yourself time. Like think over it
Yes.
at least at
Right.
least try and talk 2 lines about it. No, the first response is, I can't, it's too
I
difficult,
can't.
right? So that's one of the
Yes.
major damages that you can do to yourself. So keeping that in mind and trying to do these few things can really help you on your language and your communication journey.
Yes,
Yeah.
true that, because I have also encountered so many people who come with what what I observed. It's not about learning a language. First, you need to be presentable in your native language. So
Hmm.
you need to introspect. Are you able to express yourself in a way you
100%
want?
agree.
Right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So then comes the language you are
Correct.
juggling to have a
Yes.
conversation in that language. So yes, you need to be presentable, and communication is not only about verbal. There is a
Yes.
non-verbal communication, body language, expression, gestures. So all
Correct.
these things go side by side. So
Absolutely.
people just focus on cramming so many words and vocabulary words. So
Hmm.
yes, we need to work hard, but we need to be smart enough, and we need to go in the right direction. That's what I
Absolutely.
believe. So
100%
uh,
agree with you, Neha. I couldn't agree more on each and everything that you said. And I'm very happy to see that even after self learning, you have been able to grow and develop yourself to a level where you are able to understand these things easily. And kudos to you for that. I would definitely
thank you
give
so
you,
much.
all my regards and, best of luck for everything that you are doing. Really, really enjoyed this conversation, and I would definitely want to connect with you once again in future. You brought up a very interesting topic. I think next time we meet, we are going to talk about nonverbal communication. That is a very
Right.
interesting topic, and I think our viewers are also going to enjoy that, that discussion and also learn a lot from that discussion.
Sure, for sure. And I'm honored whatever you said about me, because being a homemaker, we are always looking for that acknowledgement. So though I also conduct classes, I deal with
Hmm.
beginners and intermediates, but yes,
Wonderful.
yes, but first I consider myself a learner of this language, and I watch so many of your videos. The way you speak and the way you deal with the audience and your learners is
Thank you.
remarkable. That's why I
Thank you.
approached you, and looking forward to seeing you again very soon. Thank you so much for having
Absolutely.
me here today and
Thank you,
accepting my
Neha.
invitation or mail. So thank you so much. Have a good day and take care. Bye bye.
Thank you, Neha. Bye. Enjoy your lunch.